Hey guys, it's Animelover and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I'm going to be testing out some more things. So I didn't buy these. My mom actually got these gel pens. I think they're all for Temu. I don't know. She really likes buying things on Temu. And she bought these glitter pens. So normally gel pens or just pens in general, they don't work that well. They're actually really hard to use because they just dry out, or they don't, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. They just don't work often, and it's very weird. If you have any advice on how to fix pens like that, I have so many just gel pens that are just dry or don't have anything. Please let me know, because I want to be able to use them, but I can't use them because they don't work. But I'm going to try these out since our mom did get them, and I did want to try them out. And I thought, oh, might as well just do it on camera. So I guess let's get to the fun, just watching the fun colors. So I was fully expecting these to be actually kind of different, with just overall different in, because normally gel pens are more thinner tips, so they are much more harder to get the ink out. These ones were bowl, what are they called? Bowl pointed kind of gel pens. And I was like, huh, that's kind of weird. Because when I started testing them, I was like, wait, these are really nice. Huh? So I was very confused and thoroughly surprised while working with them that I was like, huh, this is kind of interesting. I really, really like these. And I was like, okay, maybe I need to see how they work overall to see if my opinion will change, or if maybe they'll clog. Maybe over time they'll clog while I'm using them. No. Surprisingly, the whole time while using them, I didn't have a problem. I think I had the problem of they were too juicy. I think that was the problem I had more, which honestly is a great problem to have, other than a pen that is dry. So honestly, I was quite surprised with these. Well, mostly during the color swatching. They did not go over things, so they're not, because I thought they were metallic or something. I think the silver is metallic more than anything. I'm not sure. But, because they go over each other, so they're, the pen themselves, they go over each other, but they don't go over, any other pen, or, they don't work well with black. They just go into it, so that was interesting all on its own. So I was like, okay, interesting. So you're not metallic. Good to know. So I was just like, okay, let me just go on my merry way with what I was originally doing, and just overall just that. The idea, I had no idea, I'm going to be honest, while going through with this. I was just like, yeah, let's just do this. And I was like, well, I have my buddy pen from the last review that I had done. And I was like, well, I like this pen. It's a little cow. It's cute. Let's do a cow. So I did a cow. And I had an idea with what I wanted to do for this, but I also wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pull it off properly. So So at this point, as I'm doing the thumbnails, I'm like, what do I do? What is the idea that I'm thinking of doing, of how I'm going to even go about the drawing, mostly with these pens, because I don't know how they're going to work. I don't know how I want to go about them. So I was like, okay, so I'm limited with 12 colors. Let's see what I can make with it. So obviously I made a cow that is super adorable, but I was like, how do I want to do the outlining or the coloring with it? And I was like, okay. So I follow this amazing artist. I think they're called like Minnows, I think. I'll put them up on the screen so you guys can like go check them out because they make phenomenal art. But like they do a really weird but cool like switch of colors and stuff like that and like outlining. And I was like, okay, maybe I should do something like that while doing this. FYI, I do not do it as well as them, but to be fair, it was my first time trying. I definitely did try. So that is something I can say. I did, like, overall, you guys will see it obviously later, but I was like struggling with like, okay, should I color in big spots or should I leave them as is? Because I didn't want to fully color it, but I also didn't want to like leave it white because it was just so much white. I did overall just go in and like do like quick hatching and all that just to make it look colored, which I think made it look really nice. So I am glad I went with that. But overall, that was a very like conflicting struggle I had while contemplating what to do for this drawing, because honestly, I had no idea what I was wanting to do while going into this whole like process, because I was just like, what do I do? Like I said in like the very beginning of the video, I have so many gel pens. Like, I think I have like a bag of just gel pens somewhere. And unfortunately, they are like just dry or like clog and they don't go on the paper very well. And I want to use them. I really do. I don't like wasting art material kind of thing. But like, I like playing around with a bunch of art stuff. And so I'm like, how do I get these to work? Why are these pens so much better than the pens that I like have in general? Do I need to do something? Do I need to like make them like, how do I revive these old pens that I have? Because like I know they're not dry, or at least I know they're not like dried out to the point like their ink doesn't work, because when I got them, they were weird as hell when I was like, I'm like, work, but nothing would go on the paper. I'm like, okay. I have seen people say you could like use a kneaded eraser and like apply pressure like on the other end and it should be able to like push all the ink out. I'm like, okay. So instead you can just pull the end and blow into it and do that. So I'm like, okay. So what do I do? If you guys have suggestions, please let me know. I want to use gel pens. I want to use my gel pens. I have so many. I just want to use them. Please. So I'm like, please just let me know. let's get to the pros and cons of these glitter pens. So, the pros, they are very smooth. Went on the paper really nicely, and I actually really liked them. Like, I will be using these again, kind of how good I like them. They didn't clog, which, like I said, genuinely surprised me. Really expected them to. Like, I was coming in with, like, trust issues from, like, past gel pens, and, like, wow, these were, like, great. So I was like, oh my gosh, yes, pens at work. I really liked the colors. They were just really pretty. Very shiny, really shiny and sparkly. I actually thought I got like glitter all over my hands. Because I was like, is it smudging? Is it getting on my hands? Weirdly enough, not sure if it did or didn't. Or if I just had it from me accidentally like trying to put the cap on and then I stabbed my hand with the pen. So I'm pretty sure I got glitter from that more than anything than me smudging it. They were just nice. I really liked them. For, like, Temu, like, pens, I really liked these. And I know, not everything from Temu is, like, really bad quality. It just depends on what it is. So, I know that. I do not know how much these were, unfortunately, because my mom bought them and she didn't tell me. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. I'm just going to go into this review not knowing how much. Okay. I mean, I could have asked her, but she was asleep and she's asleep right now, and I'm really lazy to, like, go ask her, so I'm not going to. But I want to assume they're decently cheap, or they were free, because she bought some other things, and then she's like, oh, look, free! So I'm assuming that's how it went. So I don't even know what the price would be. But whatever they are, they're pretty good for how much they were. Some cons that I did have was I wasn't a huge fan of the packaging. From all my reviews that I have made, if you guys have watched like my reviews, packaging means everything to me. If I can't store it like really well, then I don't like it. Or at least I don't like the aspect, like you get like points docked and all that, because I have so much stuff. I have so many like art supplies. I need to be able to like store it properly, just so I can like get to it again and then pull it out and I'm like, yay, there it is. But I don't have to like get my own bag or get like a Ziploc baggie or just throw it into a bin and like try to find the stuff. So it's very nice when the packaging is actually good and I can actually like get something, like just grab it and bam. So that was definitely something. It kept just being really annoying with it. So like I was trying to put them back in. It was so difficult putting them back in. And I'm like, oh, you probably are not keeping your packaging. We'll find out later kind of aspect. So the biggest thing I had was, oh my gosh, this was the biggest problem I had. While drawing, I had to keep shaking my hand because it kept falling asleep. This was the biggest problem I had with the whole thing. Was the base of the pen is super thin, so there's not a lot of like grip you can do, and maybe it's how I hold a pen or something or whatever, but it genuinely kept making my hand fall asleep for the remaining of like the video and all that. Like once I like finished like the hooves like on the like paper, my hand kept falling asleep, and I'm like, this is a problem. Why are you falling asleep constantly? Like, genuinely, it was just irritating with how often my hand was falling asleep. And I'm like, please wake up. I'm trying to do a video. I'm trying to do art. And so, like, genuinely, that kept irritating me. That's, like I said, there was nothing to grip it. And I was just like, why? Why are you the way that you are? Another thing that I wasn't a huge fan of was there weren't a lot of colors. And I get it, it's a 12 pack, but again, I say this in every like video, is you shouldn't be putting duplicates when you can like put in like another color, like to get people's money worth. Like, why do I have 2 greens and 2 yellows? Might I add, the yellows look like identical. They're like slightly different, like the smallest hue different. And I'm like, I could have gotten a different color for that one. Why is it the same-ish color, just slightly darker? And the green was the same way. I had a more, like, limey green, but then I had, like, a darker green. And I'm like, you literally could have just given me 2 different colors. I'm just saying. So I'm just like, well, that's just irritating. Like, I liked the color options that they gave, but I was just like, why why are there 2 yellows and 2 greens, mostly when 2 of them look almost identical to their, like, counterparts. So I just thought that was weird and kind of annoyed me. But overall, I did enjoy the pens. Like, I will be using these again for, like, random doodles or just random coloring spots, or if I want to add glitter somewhere. Like, I genuinely did like these. Like, really, really liked these. So, we'll be using them again. Since we're getting close to the end of the video, and I've already done the review for these pens, I'm going to do a little self-promotion because, well, I can. So, if you guys want to get exclusive or early access to, like, the art of any of our YouTube, like, video stuff, then please go check out our Patreon and all that. We try to post as frequently as possible and as much as possible within a month, so you guys feel like you guys are getting your money's worth. We post whips, sketches, doodles, finished art, like early access art, just a bunch of stuff. We just try to post as much as possible for you guys. If you are interested in getting commissions or like yachas from us, then consider checking out our Ko-fi. We have a bunch of stuff there, and we're always open for commissions. If you guys also are interested in character designs or custom adopts or just adopts in general from us, then please go check out our Instagram adopt account or our toy house, which all of those will be in the links down below in the description if you guys are interested. And if you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see more, then please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!